Monster Family is a 2017 animated feature film directed by Holger Tappe, written by David Safier. I believe this is a German film, but we have an English language cast and we have a brilliant voice cast, including Emily Watson, Jason Isaacs, Nick Frost, Celia Imrie, Catherine Tate. I'm quite surprised that I hadn't heard of this actually, because the cast is brilliant. There are a lot of names there whose work I do enjoy, and I'm glad to have discovered it. It is a fun film. There is a sequel, and I will watch the sequel. I probably wouldn't watch this film a second time, but if it sounds like it would appeal to you, I do recommend it. I do love monster-themed animation. So there won't be any spoilers in this discussion, but I will talk about the basic premise. And this is about a family who all have their own problems, but they're all going to a monster-themed costume party. So they're dressed up as various characters. We have Frankenstein's creature, we have a vampire. They all look wonderful. The animation for this is stunning. And I won't say exactly how this happens, but Dracula finds out about Emma, the mother, and decides he wants her to be his bride. And then a spell is put on this family and they become the monsters that they're dressed up as. And the film is all about them, well, partly about them trying to work out what has happened and what to do about it, and also trying to fend off Dracula, because obviously Emma doesn't want to marry Dracula. So there are several things going on there. I think the narrative is well constructed. I think the pacing is really great. I think characters are introduced at a really good rate. We have quite a variety of locations. I won't spoil it by going into too much detail, but I will say we go to London. And I love seeing London in animation. I love seeing anywhere that I've visited in animation, because I think that is just tremendous fun. So the animation for that really appealed to me. And the animation of the characters I really love as well. We have a lot of bright colours. Visually, it's very engaging. And the characters are all really likeable, really interesting. Some are more fascinating than others. I think some I was able to connect with emotionally more than others. But in general, I'd say the characters are all really interesting, and visually they look brilliant. And because they're all dressed up as different monsters and different creatures, the family members all look very different as well, which makes it quite good fun. And I rather enjoy this. We also have a really good soundtrack as well. We have some really good music in this. I have no complaints. Because I hadn't heard of it, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I hadn't read any reviews. I didn't read any reviews before watching it. And I'm pleased I gave it a chance. I do love spooky animation in general, so it was always potentially going to appeal to me. And as I said, I liked it enough that I will be watching the sequel. If it sounds like it would appeal to you, absolutely worth watching. I probably won't watch this first film a second time, but it's got a decent narrative, really good pacing, really interesting characters, visually absolutely stunning, and some pretty good music as well. So it seems to tick all of the right boxes. Monster Family is a fun film, and one that I'm definitely happy to recommend.